Are you struggling with managing your money? Well, in this economy, you are not alone. But what if I told you that there is a simple rule you can implement as soon as tomorrow to fix that and get back ahead? It's called the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. The name isn't great, but it's one of the easiest ways to budget. Today, we're going to break down exactly how this works and how you can probably start using this as soon as tomorrow. So what exactly is the 50-30-20 rule? So it's really easy. It's broken down like this. You have 50% to your needs, and then you have 30% to your wants, and 20% either goes to savings, or if you have a lot of debt, 20% would go to paying off your debt. So here's how you break down your needs, your wants, and your savings. So your needs are going to be rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, insurance. Wants, we're looking at eating out, entertainment, travel, subscriptions, or driving a newer and nicer car. And then savings and debts. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Either you're going to be putting this towards an emergency fund, some sort of investment, or you're going to be just making extra payments to your credit card debt, your car debt, whatever kind of debt you might be carrying. So the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out exactly what your monthly income is after taxes. So what exactly gets deposited into your bank account each and every month after taxes are taken out. After you have that figured out, you're going to want to track your expenses and categorize them and figure out exactly how you can make this work for you. So I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to minimize my head here, down here, and I've got a little bit of a tracker here. Okay, so this is kind of how you want your tracker to look. I just made this kind of plain Jane just to give you kind of an idea of what you kind of overall want it to look like. You've got your needs, your wants, your saving / debt. And for this example, I've just got income at tax after taxes of $3,240. Then we've got needs at calculating at 50% of that for $1,620. Wants calculating at $972. Savings at $648. What we really want to do is make sure this is all categorized correctly. So we want our needs, right? So needs here, I've got rent, groceries, water, energy, so energy bill, healthcare, phone, and internet. I know some people say that's a want, and I understand that line of thinking, but in today's day and age, are you really going to ever not spend money on phone and internet? I don't think so. So I've got that in a needs category for now. Okay, so here's kind of a rough example of what you want to do with this. You want to have your item here, you want to have your budget, and then what you actually pay, and then you want to have the difference. So say for rent, you have a budget of $1,000. Okay, and your actual rent that you pay is $1,200. Okay, so what you want to do over the rest of the needs categories is make that $200 out. So say for groceries, you know, I've budgeted that I only need $200 for groceries, which would be pretty impressive, but let's just say that's what you pay. And then what you actually pay is $150. So save $50 right there. Okay, and then you go down the list, and basically you want to hit this 1620 number. If you're not, if you're spending more in needs, that's okay. They are your needs. You have to do this, right? This is must have, must pay for, no matter what. So if this exceeds 50%, that's all right. That just means in your wants, you got to eliminate this stuff. So you can't put money aside for travel. You can't have Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus. You can't, you know, go to a comedy show or go to a sporting event for entertainment for the month. You can't, you know, have a nice car and pay $600-700 a month on a car note. Okay, so that's how this works here. All right, so you can remove and delete stuff from your wants. That's why they're just the wants. Saving and debt. So this is kind of a tricky one. So for credit cards, I have these on here. So if you are paying down credit debt, you want that to be less than 20% of your income. If you don't have any credit debt, then you're simply just using 20% to invest in, you know, your 401ks, your Roth IRAs, whatever it might be. Maybe you just have a savings account with Bank of America right here, so you put money in there, but you don't want to take away any money from your needs to pay for your savings or your wants. Your needs should always be first, period. That's why it's the biggest one. Everything else you can play with. You can take money from your savings and debt. You can take money from your wants and put it into your needs. So here's the thing with this that is flexible, right? Your needs can always be more, right? So even in this scenario, like say your needs is 70%, that means you just can't have wants. It just means you can't have wants. The rest of your money should essentially go to your savings or your debt that you have that's forcing you to be in such a bad spot. If you're in that sort of spot where your needs are 80%, probably you have some debt. So you want to pay off all the debt as fast as possible. Then you can start trickling in some wants once you can kind of alleviate that. But the wants is the last thing you spend money on, but it should never exceed 30%. And if your needs are over this 50%, look to evaluate them. Look at your rent. Can you get a roommate? Can you rent somewhere else that's cheaper when your lease is up? Groceries, can you stop getting name brand stuff and go for the, Walmart great value stuff, right? For the time being. Can you, use a little less water, use a little less energy, right? Healthcare, can you do anything to get that down? Probably not, but look at it. See if there's maybe another provider if you're paying for it out of pocket. That maybe you can get it a little cheaper. That one's kind of tough. Phone, get the bare minimum plan, right? Internet, you don't need the fastest speed, especially if this is over that 50% mark, right? Especially for these two, you can really kind of adjust these. Get these at the bare minimum. Again, I know you're probably never going to not have these. That's why I put these in needs. If you're struggling to stay under 50% though, these two have to be your bare minimum. So the reason I think this works really well is there's like no super complicated piece to this. The tracking's really simple and straightforward. And once you get to that 50% needs portion, you can really just have fun with it, right? You have 30% for fun, 20% for savings, and that 20% for your savings is going to do so well for you, especially when you get rid of your credit card debts. And this works for anybody. If you're making $2,000 a month, or if you're making $10,000 a month, you can use this and implement it to get financially ahead. Use that Excel spreadsheet I shared, copy it word for word there, and just make it your own, right? Put your own expenses in there and see what you are at right now. Are you at 50%? Are you at 80% for needs? Are you at 10% for needs? And you're just doing phenomenal. Let us know in the comments what you guys are looking like and if this might work for you. I know there might be some questions. If there are some questions, put them below. We're a smaller channel. I will reply to every single question in there. Give us a like on the video if you enjoyed, if you made it this far, and subscribe, guys. We're a smaller channel. I'm here to help. I want to get you guys the most value out of these type of videos. I'm not some goofy guru. I'm just sharing kind of what I've done to help me kind of figure my stuff out, because when I started, 20-year-old me was not making good financial decisions. So I made this channel to kind of teach what I have learned just via self failures along the way. So take advantage of the channel, subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next one.